Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between 30 Seconds to Mosh and ReGen Rebels. We are in NGS Division E East Playoffs. This match is going to continue. Who goes to the semifinals? Well, this match, not this game. I think I said match. I think I know what I'm talking about, but you know what? No promises. We did go ahead and have a coin flip that was automatically won by 30 Seconds to Mosh because they are the higher rated of the two teams. So what we can go ahead and see is 30 Seconds to Mosh do ban out both Cursed Hollow and Tomb of the Spooder Queen. We do go ahead and have ReGen Rebels banning out Sky Temple and Dragonshire. 36 Mosh has picked first pick, and so we will be going to Volskaya for ReGen Rebels. However, in the coin flip, or the not coin flip, as the case may be, we did go ahead and have Taco say that there was a rhyme and a reason, so I told him he had to rap, and so I went ahead and wrote one myself, so I want to go ahead and share this just momentarily. Welcome to Volskaya. I'm gonna give you a cast. We're gonna be fighting and a blighting. It'll be definitely a blast. Through the battles to come, you'll make us remember your name. But from the monsters, I want to clean fighting for the rebels the same. Super proud of that. I posted it. It's one of those things. I posted it in the channel, and I guess everyone here was just like, "That's a really long thing. I don't want to read that." I got really sad, so I had to share it because you guys can't get away from my voice. Literally, you want to, you strive to, but you just can't quite do it. However, we are going to go here. Volskaya is kind of one of the more figured out ones. There's only really two ways you see it played. There's going to be a big old robot that spawns in the middle of the map. Or in one of three locations. The first one's the middle of the map. And you either take it up north in order to do damage and make it harder for them to get the second robot. Second robot then goes to the bottom of the map to make it harder for your opponents to get the third. Or some teams will just straight go bottom because they'll be like, it's the third one that wins the game. Let's just knock that lane out early. So just set up the win condition rather than the let's keep winning the objective condition. But we do go ahead and have, it looks like we do have both teams being ready. This is, again, 30 Seconds to Mosh versus the ReGen Rebels, because everyone on the Rebel side is actually, they're basically giving Ice Crown Citadel Queens a run for their money. So we'll have to go ahead and see that. Going into the game right now, let's go into the draft screen. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Wait. It is Halloween. It is October, so in honor, let's go ahead and use this filter. Maybe, I don't think, it makes you look a little bit like pale as death, but you know what? I still like it. Okay, that one might be a bridge too far, actually. I love these things to death. So we do, as mentioned, have 30 Seconds to Mosh getting first pick and first ban because they did not get to pick the map. So on this map, really, realistically, every hero is relatively viable. Heroes that can kind of hit a whole area are good, but the Volskaya control point is big enough that they don't have the same priority that they would on, like, Braxis. Stitches is a good ban. His hooks can go into that narrow area, and you kind of have 5 different targets, like 5 different people have to avoid the hook as it comes across, so definitely a good thing, I will mention, as people are filtering in, I'll probably repeat this for game number 2, but if you're looking there and it won't let you type because you have to verify your account, and you're like, yeah, Twitch kinda sucks at data security, so I don't really want to verify my account. If you follow the channel in 24 hours, or the next time I cast a game you want to talk in, you'll be able to. I've just gotten hate rated a few times, so it's kind of necessary for me to turn on those protections. I know I hate to sound like I'm over here, like, begging for follows, because clearly they cost you so much, but I also gotta protect myself, because I've been, like I said, hate rated a couple times. Sylvanas and Diablo going to be joining the ranks of the dead. Quite literally in Sylvanas' case. What it's actually telling us is that 30 Seconds to Mosh just hate zombies. They take out Stitches, they take out Sylvanas. They're just like, dead people go away. We want to win, we want to triumph over this battle, and the only way we can do that is by taking people that are alive and killing them. Killing people that are already dead, it just makes us feel like we're not doing our job. But with that being said, we do go ahead and have first pick coming out of the side of 30 Seconds to Mosh. Who are they going to grace us with? It does look like the captain is making it happen with Li Ming. like his name. Literally every time I see it, I just kind of smile a little bit. All right, would you go and have Meow Meow Cats come out with Dahaka, not Sonia? This is not the Meow Meow Cats I know. I'm actually really interested to see this because forever she was just like, she's played Sonia. If someone was banned, she would reluctantly play something else, but this is cool. I want to see it.
My blades are yours.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Born to Shine. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you.
For the alliance above all.
Oh, good. Everyone's coming in with Prime subs. And you're doing it on a scene where you don't get the cool effect, but I will try and replay them. I will do my level best. Would you go ahead and have Lenard is coming in here with the Sonia because it was not picked up by Meow Meow Cats. And then would you go ahead and get Born to Shine coming in here with her favorite Anduin? I don't know if Born to Shine prefers Anduin or Brightwing. I know she is terrifying with both. Good. Born to Shine? Why are you being nice to me? Oh my god. This is clearly not allowed. I will have to remember to try and replay these in the between time. Because you deserve the random sound clips to find out what you're getting. All right, would you go ahead and have Johanna and May being banned out? I mean, this actually shows on recent events, but sometimes it's had a problem with that.
The hunt is on.
All right, Mr. Bornstein is confirming that, like, bribing. Sorry, I'm getting super distracted trying to get these things to actually go through. And I don't know what's wrong with Streamlabs. They don't always want to show up. But we do have Sephirolia coming in on Kael'thas. And then Anaressa showing up on that Lunara. I'm so glad Anaressa finally gets to play Lunara. For a long time, she wasn't really able to. So I'm super, super glad to see her pull it out. On the other side, we do Farfaduki coming in with Mal'Ganis, awesome, and then Sub-Zero coming in with the Tychus. Sorry, I know I'm not really discussing this a lot.
We will forge a great destiny.
I'm getting distracted by gift subs. Why are you being nice to me? It messes me up. And then Varian is coming in with Skill. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go into the match right now. Sorry, I can't really describe what they are. Oh my gosh, I think this is literally my first hype train ever. I've never had one before. This is insane. You guys are insane. I love you. Stop. But we're going into the game right now. I'm gonna go ahead and disappear from your screen. I will get the gambling up for you guys because I know you like to gamble. And bye bye. Also, thank you, Dax. Super appreciate you. Guess who has that turned on? Let's go ahead and get that out there. Thankfully, I'm not looking at anything I'm not supposed to be, which is fantastic. Exactly what I want. I love not looking at stuff, or I love not getting in trouble during my official cast. That would be awful. But we do go ahead and have running in here. Let's first go ahead and get this stupid cursor out of the way. You don't want to see that the entire game, or if you do, you're going to be disappointed. We do have coming on the cyan side of the battlefield. 30 seconds to Mosh. They are being represented by Born to Shine playing that Anduin. Lenard is on the Sonya. The captain coming in on Miss Li Ming. Sub-Zero coming in on the convict himself, Tychus. And then Farfanugan is coming out on the Mal'Ganis. On the orange side of the battlefield, riding out into the middle, we have the ReGen Rebels with Anaressa coming out with Lunara, coming out and doing the best friends emote. Love it, love it, love it. We do have Sephirothia is playing the Chaos Thoughts, still on that variant. We do have Beliravia is playing the Stukov, and then Meow Meow Cats on the Dinosaur. Dinosaur. That being said, we do go ahead and have immediate Farfanugan getting pulled in by the dinosaur. Dinosaur Big Ol' Tug comes out and says, I want to taste what a demon's taste like. I actually don't know that demons would taste good, but you know what? It still worked out. A lot of damage. Farfanugan having to respect the ReGen Rebels as we come out here. We do go ahead and have Sonya moving in. Sonya is not respecting this, and she may regret that. No, it does look like that was not quite timed in order to get her under the towers. Still roughly even. Dahaka does have a bit of a problem sustaining into Sonya until level 4. Once Dahaka can start getting extra essence, then it becomes a lot better. Speaking of talents, we do go ahead and see the Lion's Maw coming out variant at level 1. We have Mana Addict on that Kale Thos, and then Tissue Regeneration on Deheka. Not surprised that we don't see Brush Stalker, because this map doesn't have actually all that much in terms of the smoke to go through. It's got like 2 patches total. Can we go ahead and Meow Meow Cats coming into the middle? Beliravia goes ahead and heals up the Dahaka. Dahaka going to go in and start consuming essence. Poor Sanea's in chat, and Sanea, like, none of the teams took Overwatch heroes, and that's like literally the only universe Sanea knows about. So she's just like, these are all characters and they're moving around the map. That's cool. We do have Lenat. Lenat is guarding the point before the point exists. Lenat just really wants that point. Yamagas comes down here, goes ahead and picks up some of that lovely experience orbs. Up at the top of the screen, you can see both teams are currently level 4, and their second talent is going to head and start to come up and come online. Come on, get up, get out there. That being said, as we said, Dahaka does have a hard time sustaining into Sonya. Sonya just has a lot higher raw damage output, but Dahaka can burrow around the map and can come up and join this fight. It can just come up into one of these little air ducts, so definitely going to be a little bit of a split pusher in that way. But we have not seen that happen just yet. Although this we're about to, Dahaka went back to heal, and boop. Nope, did go ahead and burrow down here to the bottom again. Not going to see it come out just yet. All right, we have Anaressa going through. Looking at Anaressa's build real quick, because I like Anaressa. What do you want? We do have the Sentinel Wisp at level 1, and then Nature's Calling. Fantastic. Great clear talent, especially at 7 when you start getting Splitter Spear. And Mekas down here continuing to get. How much essence do we have so far? Does look like 53 essence at the moment. So just consume that essence in order to heal back up. Definitely a losing battle over the long run, though. All right, we do go ahead and have the point coming online. Farfanugan is standing on it. With this point, is going to channel slowly up to 70%, and then the Volskaya Protector will come in. Hey, I guess that's our silver lining for Sanea, is that even though there's no Overwatch characters, this is at least an Overwatch map. Volskaya Industries. We have Syl moving on here. This will continue to channel up to 100%, but until the orange team is completely removed, it will not actually make it to 100%. It will stop at 99. However, Farfanugan did run back. Farfanugan remembers being licked by a dinosaur and says, I don't want to be around. This sucks. We do go and have Syl coming through. The Farfanugan goes in, tries to claw people, puts the entire enemy team to sleep, but then does get caught in a gravity lapse from the Kale Toss. Meow Cats is going to burrow underground, is having to, does not have essence to consume, so actually has to fall back very low on the dinosaur. Syl falling back as well, did not taunt anyone just yet. There's a big old hush puddle coming out of the Stukov. But the first kill is actually Stukov. They are moving in. They're looking at Lenat. Lenat's going to go in and spin to win. Spin right through and kill themselves a dinosaur. Lenat, Dinosaur Hunter. You heard it here first. And with that, we do have this finishing up. And the Volskaya Protector is going to fall. Going to start moving. Volskaya Protector is a map objective that 2 people will get into. So both Mal'Ganis and Li Ming have gotten into this thing. One of them is the gunner. One of them is the driver.
taken control of our
The real big objective they have is right here. They want to kill this Moonwell, or this healing fountain. People are like, this is not Warcraft. Do not call it a Moonwell. And I say, shut the heck up. And they do, in fact, get it. The Moonwell is the ability to sip in the healing waters and heal up. So with this being gone, it means the next Protector phase that ReGen Rebels are going to have a little bit of a harder time actually being able to sustain, because the side of 36 to Mosh could just go back to their healing well right here to heal back up. But not so much the case for the Rebel.
Protector's power.
It does look like Lenad also went ahead and was doing lower push while Miamakas was distracted, although both teams are at the cusp of level 10. In fact, as I say that, we actually do have level 10 being secured on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. They are going to go ahead and take a light bomb, Dragon Laser Drill, carry on Swarm. Carry on my wayward swarm. There'll be peace when you're fighting, boy. Don't you cry no more. All right, Captain does give gravity lapse. Is a momentary out of position. Stukov's silence came down, but there was no real follow-up. I haven't seen a whole lot of taunts just yet coming out of Syl. Seems to be an opportunity. Sonya needs to be a little bit careful. Soledad does fall back. Does realize that there's a lot of enemies in the immediate vicinity. They're going to go ahead and pick up their toy right here. They say, I want this Gatling gun. I want to be Torbjorn, however that's said. Would you go ahead and have on the Sonya? Oh, yes, leap. Dax asked for it. Dax got it. Oh! That's what Leonard's going to say. Speaking of other ones, we do go ahead and have the light bomb, leap, disintegrate, Dragon Laser, and Carrion. I already said that. Gosh dang it. We also do have Leaping Strike, Shield Wall, Phoenix, Blending Swipe, and of course Adaptation. Little paper airplane camp going to go ahead and be cleared away. The opposing airplane camp right here has not been picked up just yet. Someone needs to go over there, beat the snot out of those guys, and be like, okay, now that you're dead, you want to fight for us? And they're like, what, really? This is not how bullying works? There's Meow Meow moving in. There is a tongue onto Lenad. All right, a little bit of a gravity lapse onto Sub-Zero, but no immediate follow-up. And yes, you can see there is a healing beacon on Syl. Syl can drop that at any point in order to heal the enemies or the allies around him. Don't heal the enemies, that would be terrible. All right, Farfanugan takes a good bit of poison damage, trying to get this down. Anaressa is hot on the trail, but needs to go ahead and fall back. Does not want to go too far in front of her tank. We do have the control point up north, unlocking in about 4 seconds. Farfanugan already moving up there in order to start the channel right away.
Take control of it.
Dex, I love the Mirahana mode. I need to redraw it. It looks a little bit too derpy, but it's still just adorable. All right, we do have a big engage. I'm sitting here watching the offlane fight, and I shouldn't be. Oh, there is a Lenad. Lenad, I appreciate the gumption, but that was not the right play. We do go in and have Anaressa cleans up a kill onto Tychus, and then we do have Sonya being taken out by Varian. Varian Stormwind. Actually, I think it's Varian just Ren. So we do get 76% of the Volskaya Protector picked up, and it does look like everyone will be back in about 5 seconds, so they will have to fight over this one more time. Meanwhile, the Dahaka is split pushing, is down here, again has the ability to burrow into a better position. Here is the enemy team moving in, trying to get an easy kill. Looks like they will be able to do so. There is the stun, followed up by another stun by the light bomb. Dahaka trying to get out of there. There's the adaption was used in order to keep them alive. It looks like Dahaka will get out of here, and they may have actually given up their ability to fight for the Protector, because they're on the wrong side of the map. They need to get up there, and they only have about 20 seconds to do so. We are up to 80%. Okay, Farfanugan will get a toe on there. It will not get to 100%. He is looking for Anaressa, but Anaressa leaps right out. There is the follow-up leap. Leap versus leap. Let's go. Sonya does go ahead and win the leap battle. However, we do have a kill onto the Dragon Laser Drill. Just goes right through them. Dragon Laser Drill is fighting against the turret. There are a lot of turrets down. Very, very, very defended point for the side of ReGen Rebel. They're not running in there, but the turrets are just going. Bah, 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 bah. And the Protector is picked up on the side of ReGen Rebel. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, da.
Blue team has taken
Do not ask me
control.
why the Protector has the Indiana Jones theme. It just does. I didn't make the rules. Okay, I actually literally did, but shut up. Nobody asked you. Coming down here, and again, the objective is this Moonwell. Although if they could get the entire, they may go ahead and just try and push in for the entire fort. Oh my gosh, they have not gotten it yet? I am amazed it survived that many smacks. There is a light bomb coming through. A lot of low, Anaressa very low. Just go ahead and leap out. There is Lenard also looking not too healthy. We do go ahead and have the Protector abandoned, and a big old magic missile salvo goes into that. That's actually, I'm really surprised that the Moonwell survived, but they did actually prioritize killing this turret and not the Moonwell. So they kind of have no one to blame but themselves. Now it looks like Syl wants a toy. Boop. Everyone should always pay attention to me, Mr. Born to Shine. That's like one of the rules of my stream. And frankly, the rules of any stream I happen to be in. Ask Sanea. Alright, it just looks like the Healing Beacon is currently being picked up by 30 seconds to Mosh. Farfanugan is like, I need to stop swiping. Oh, and Melby, you cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I am looking at literally nothing. Not the best. All right, would you go ahead and have everyone kind of moving on through? It does look like there's a flank coming in from below. Protected comes on that Varian. There is a great light bomb. However, a little bit overextended. We do have the Mal'Ganis going down. Varian tank for tank going down. Lenard moving in. There is a healing beacon down, healing up the side of 30 seconds to Mosh, but it may not be enough. Actually, we do have both. It's a slaughter. Sub-Zero being alive. Nope, never mind. Sub-Zero not being alive. But Mrs. Born to Shine running out of there. Whoopsie. With that, they have... Oh, I didn't even notice that. There is a level and a half lead on the side of ReGen Rebels. That's why they're able to kind of run over this. Speaking of running over, they are going to get the first fort of the game as they go ahead and move into this. Goodbye, fort. Crack up, boom. With the one of the forts down, that means every third minion wave that comes out, we're going to actually will be accompanied by a catapult in the top lane. I'll point that out as soon as one actually spawns.
I'm getting another terminal ready for you.
Sanea, don't tell. All right, we do go ahead and have everyone kind of moving through. Anaressa, that poison damage you can kind of see on the health bar is just slowly ticking away. They won't quite get the lower fort, but they got the Moonwell. They got the real prize. The Moonwell is what they wanted, and the Moonwell is what they will get. Red team has destroyed a fort. Absolutely. There is. Oh, there was a. I think that was a leap in. I don't know. But we do want to have a trade out. We do have Lunara going out for the tank, but that does mean the tank will be down as the objective spawns. So it will be difficult to engage. Plus, they are down 20s. I kind of feel like that fight was a bad decision from 30 seconds to Mosh. We do go ahead and have Veliravia going to go ahead and stand on this point. Start channeling it up towards 100%. This is... Oh, never mind. Veliravia... Nope. Veliravia just doesn't know what she wants. Still coming down as well. So now, the beatings are public. The arrangements are not. You know the rules. Yeah, I will say the Living Bomb has been exceptional when it comes to this. Freaking Meowcast just doing laps on this conveyor belt. I like the position from Syl in case they try and come in, so there's a flank available. But we do go ahead and have the third projector. It looks like Syl will be the driver. Silverelia will be the gunner. Those are not euphemisms, I promise.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
Also, could we just stop for a second? Look at this beautiful luchador skin. All right, we do have the protector going in and moving in. Farfanugan goes ahead and starts running across. There's a big old swipe trying to move him back. Says, no, don't put my friends to sleep. Light Bomb does nothing, but Lunar goes in, tries to go in and get the kill, but is taken out by the Tychus. Big old minigun to the face. Here's the thing. Hunting rifles are really, really good against deer. Have you tried to fight a deer with a minigun? Well, you just saw the results. We also do have Kel'Thas being taken out by Leeming. Battle of the Mages. It looks like Arcane beats Fire, at least in this exchange. Still goes in and falls down. Does have that. If they're going to die, they definitely need to drop. They do go in and fear the fact they might die. So they go in and drop the turret to make sure they don't lose it. Still, they got the protector. They got the lower fort. They got the front wall. Still coming in here. It does look like they have decided to go ahead and get lane priority in one of the lanes. So their middle fort still stands. They went ahead and take their opponent's middle fort. So at least in the middle, they'll be pushing it with advantage. Here's Mosh moving up to the top, towards the top of the battlefield. Here comes everyone else kind of moving on across. Moving on across. This one is up in about 10 seconds. But it looks like there is a flank coming in. Now, with Kel'Thas coming in, this could be a great pinch. Anduin goes ahead and saves the... Oh, still, I feel like that was a pull, and then immediately the R was pressed because it was kind of like pre-going down, like, ah! And that ends up being just a not actual, like, slight anti-synergy, but you kind of panic. It happened. Here we have Meow Meow Cats leading the way, trying to get an essence. Where are we in terms of essence for Meow Meow? Currently does have 60 essence. We are looking for this fourth protector. Both teams kind of have a win lane because the fourth, obviously protectors get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. So going through middle would allow 30 seconds to Mosh to win. Going through either top or bottom, probably bottom, will allow a victory on the side of ReGen Rebels. I love that. We're over level 20. They're not spreading apart. They're like, okay, let's just... Well, we don't want to force a fight, but they're not here, so let's take this. Still moves in, still hiding in the bushes. There's a taunt on the backline. We do have the leap in by Lunara. Melganis goes down. We do have Lanad taking a lot of damage, is spinning to win. We do have Syl very, very, very low, trying to fall back. There is the burrow from the Dahaka. We do have a pick-off. Leeming goes in and catches that, but Sonya dies to the backline. Bordenstein goes ahead and gets exploded. Captain is getting hit very, very hard. There is a Draken laser drill being the ultimate for Bjorn, but it does explode. So that is a 2-for-1 in favor of ReGen Rebels. This was gutsy. Here comes the invade. Are they going to try and fight it? The answer should be no. They're going to move in and try and start taking this out for sure, for sure. Now here's the problem. They can't really separate. It's 4 versus 3. And they are on their opponent's side of the map. So if one goes back, it's 3 versus 3 and they're near towers. They lose the fight. So they can't go and start channeling the objective just yet. But here we have everyone kind of moving back. Are heading for that objective. We are 3 seconds from Varian, 3 seconds from Sonya. All right, we're thinking about coming over here and trying to contest it, but weren't quite there in time. So we do go ahead and have this building up. We are up to 35%. Looking at our level 20s, we do go ahead and have Inner Fire, Ignore Pain, Temporal Flux, Bob and Weave, and Alone in the Dark. However, I can't take the other half because we have an invade happening for 36 to Mosh. They are moving in, but it looks like this is just a full disengage for the time being. They have time. They decide to pick up a toy before they move in. Also, they can go ahead and let this turret expire. Right now, it does look like there's one turret on the side of ReGen Rebels. Looks like no toys other than one turret that's still sitting on the point. So slight advantage for the Rebels in the fact they have a turret, their opponents do not. There's a great light bomb, does catch 2 people. Huge amount of blow-up damage. We do have Sylvana, or Stukov going down, but there is the tongue coming back on the other side and Leeming falls. So no healer versus no damage. Still falling back, does not have anyone to heal him up. Does not have a Moonwell, is going to have to go evacuate the premises. Not got a little bit too far forward. There is the pull out by Born to Shine. Born to Shine goes ahead and saves that. So still 4 versus 4. They need to be careful. More blow up opportunity coming from the side of ReGen Rebels. So right now they've only got a healer and Sonya.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
Meanwhile, up top, we've had a 4 pushing this entire time. They're not going back there. This is an extremely, extremely, extremely vulnerable protector. Born to Shine has to be very, very careful. The opponents will be able to just go past the protector and hit. And that NRS that seems to have it in our mind is using the Lunara speed glitch. It's not a bug. It's a feature. It's a I'm going to kill you feature. Okay, maybe not so much. I'm going to kill you feature. It's not murder time. Brightwing is not in this game. You are really good at murder. It is 5-on-4 at the moment, so we have to be very careful from the rebels. Mumster, you've literally come into my stream like 10 times when I'm casting this game, and you always ask what it is.
I did not expect the protector to be destroyed like that.
All right, here we go ahead and have a lot of damage coming in. Sub-Zero gets a lot of does have to be pulled out by Born to Shine. Born to Shine did not take the double D talent. Oh my god, that don't take that out of context, please. So does only get to save someone so often. Here comes everyone else. Lunara is hippity-hopping her way right back onto the battlefield. Obviously, Lunara is one of the fastest moving heroes in Heroes of the Storm. It's going to be right here in just a second. There is a big sleep coming on several people. Silence Puddle comes down. There is a leap coming out and a light bomb. Catches a lot of people alone. We do have a triple kill onto Varian, Kel'Thas, and Lunara. Velravia is going to be the next one to be hunted down, and Stukov is going to go down. We do go and have that kill onto Tychus, but it is still a 4 versus 1 in favor of 36 to Mosh, and they are going in straight in, looking for the end of this game.
Red team's core is under attack.
All right, we do have the core down to 75%. Obviously, when this building falls, the game ends. Captain getting a very, very low. Dahaka is trying his little heart out. Down to 43%. 10 seconds for anyone else. They do actually get rid of the, they get rid of the Anduin. Is there a chance? Is there a prayer? Everybody's just pinging that core, like, just kill it, just kill it, just kill it. 10%. We have people back in. Varian is coming back in. Is going to get the taunt out. 5%. There is the Farfanugan goes ahead and gets, but no, Lanad does secure it. And we do have game number 1 goes to 30 seconds to Mosh at the last possible second. So, look at things at the end of game number 1. We do go ahead and have in terms of healing. Because I love talking about the healers. They're my best friends. They're my best friends. We do have Born to Shine winning the healing race, winning the healing war, coming out with 77,000 damage versus 61,000 from Beliravia. Looking at the hero damage, we do go ahead and have 75,000 damage coming out of the Sonya, 67,000 coming from Syphirelia, and then Li Ming coming in a very, very close third with 66,000. And that ever-important off-lane soak, we do have Dahaka leading the way. Meow Meow Cat soaking almost 5,000 more experience than the off-lane opponent with 31,000. You're going to have talents coming in, popping them down, use them in your games, do what you want with them, love them, hate them, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to live your life. I'm just going to tell you to pick talents that win, have fun, and enjoy this wonderful game. 1 second, we will be right back, and we will see game number 2 in this amazing, hopefully 3-game series. Also, I almost forgot. I did say I would go over. Some of you guys are impossibly, insanely, incredibly. Okay, I picked the right time to come back to the scene. So first of all, thank you very much, Captain. Captain comes in and goes ahead and gives away one of the gift subs to random community members. Congratulations to Miss Windup Bird. We also did go ahead and have Mongoose, Mr. Born to Shine, and it's me, Dax. Went ahead and resubscribed. For some reason, Streamlabs is stupid, and I can only replay one of those 3 alerts. I don't know why. I apologize. Apparently, Prime takes a second to go through, is my guess. But
Oh, you spoil me.
thank you very much, Dax. You got the Nova alert. Congratulations. And lastly, we did go ahead and have Mr. Born to Shine also did give out a community sub. It does not say it got to because it's been too long. But again, thank you very much for that. lastly, we do go ahead and have a Malby does cheer 100 bits. Thank you very much, Captain Malby. So,
I want to be free, free from this maze. I am a ghost. Why can't I just fly away? The cruel yellow monster is not what he seems. These people pay a quarter, but it costs us our dreams. Oh God!
that is actually from Starbomb, one of my absolutely favorite bands. They have some hilarious songs. So, there we go with that. Now we'll be right back. I actually invited you to the game, but I was talking to you guys. Here we are in game number 2, Battlefield of Eternity, with the epic clash between 30 Seconds to Mosh and ReGen Rebel. I do have to call them ReGen Rebel now because we actually have Prostman Pratt coming into the game, replacing Syl. So I do have to say that I have a fear. Like 30 Seconds to Mosh wins this, we have the end of the series. That's going to be all that she wrote. But I am concerned for the probability of that happening, only because, frankly, ReGen Rebel kind of controlled that game right up until the end. I want to say that ReGen Rebel, or 36 Mosh, won the game in like the first 5 minutes and in the last 7. And the intervening 20 minutes was all, or not maybe not all, but significantly in favor of 30 Seconds to Mosh, or ReGen Rebel, the other one. So we do go and have May being the first ban. Oh no, Diablo's the first ban. I can read. I'm really good at this literacy thing, so a little bit of a taint choke to start us off. The Lord of Fire and the Mistress of Ice not going to be available. Third ban coming through. Are you going to continue this taint choke, or are you going to take away? No, they do get rid of Jaina. Again, being like, oh, you can get rid of an ice character. Well, here, Ice Mage out of the game. But that does actually mean that unless they're planning on taking it, Born to Shine is going to have access to Brightwing. Also, I could tell you some of the things that caused the delay. I won't go into it, but there was some spiciness going on in the chat before game 2. Most of you have friends that were in the game. Ask them. It is not my place to go into it. All right, Valley Radiant does take the Brightwing. I have suspected that. So I'm like, we know Born loves it, so the fact that you're not banning it either means that you have a plan for it or you're going to take it. Which I guess taking it does actually count as a plan. Lenard one more time does come in with Sonya. Although what is that skin? That is not the Death Knight skin. That's like the worst of them. And we do have Fafanugan is coming out with the Johanna. Going from Mal'Ganis over into JoJo. Well, Sephirolia, I appreciate it, but don't compliment it too much because I'm lazy and I don't actually do my own makeup. So if I want to cheat, I can be like, oh, you know what? How about I go to red lipstick? How about I go to winged eyeliner? So it's whatever. I cheat like crazy, but I do like this look. It also goes ahead and makes my eyes be purple, which is just the best. All right, we do go in. I stopped talking. We have Anoressa getting on the Jimmy Raynor. Definitely the high priority pick coming out on Battlefield of Eternity. We have Meow Meow Cats going into Diva, into Sonya. Really? If I was going to try and fight a Sonya, I would go Leoric or I would go Arthas for sure. Though granted, Diva probably does have better race. Okay, I have a lot of stuff kind of queued up. 1 second, let me get some of the more trolly ones. Oh, I've lost it. I must have uninstalled it because I'm dumb. All right, we do go ahead and have Deckard Cain coming out when Born to Shine. Actually does not go Anduin, even though Anduin was available. And following that up, we do have Sub-Zero going with the Captain Damage Greymane. Greymane, one of the highest damaging heroes in the game. Faux show, faux show, faux show. So we do have our last two picks coming out of the side of... Oh, Taco's also in the game. I did not notice that until just now. We do have Chromie coming out for Postman Pratt, and then Blaze on the Taco. Stay a while and whore.
The wait is over.
All right, and we do finally have Cassia coming out for the captain. Although the thing is, Cassia is going to be very effective in Raynor, shutting down his auto attack, but doesn't really have another target. Like, I guess Diva also to an extent, but like Diva is not so much there to go blam blam blam. So we'll just have to see. Looking at the teams real quick. Let's see. We do have I think the race is better, and I do like ReGen Rebel a tiny bit more. It's really going to be the big problem I think they have is that they'll have a difficult time shutting down Sonya. But we'll go ahead and finish this up and go into the game. See you guys in just a little bit.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right. And with that coming in on the Cyan side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have your champions from game number 1 trying to close out the series here in the second one. 30 seconds to Mosh, the menacing Marauders, the Sentinels of Slaughter. I should really think of these before I get to the point where I actually talk about them. We've got Born to Shine playing the Old Man Deckard Cain. Sonya being played by Lenard. The captain coming in Cassia. Sub-Zero on Greymane. Farfanugan playing that Johanna. On the other side, coming from the orange side of the battlefield, we have ReGen Rebel. The Regency of Rebellion. The Generation of Genocide. We have Postman Pratt playing the Chromie. and Aressa coming out on that Jimmy Raynor. We have Velaravia playing the Brightwing. Taco coming in on Blaze. And up in the top lane, we do go and have Meow Meow Cats rocket out on that Diva. So Diva does go ahead and go for full metal. Extra health, and the ability to heal off of your auto attacks. Meanwhile, down below, we still have a little bit of going back and forth. Here's the other thing. Blaze does extra damage if both of his jet streams hit the same target, but none of these have, like, expanded hitboxes, so it's really, really hard to land that. If you have, like, a Deathwing in the game, you just get the bonus damage all day long. All day long. Are going back and forth. Neither team making a play. They are going down to just check and make sure the other team has not started the lower camp. I'd love to go back and check it, and then Chromie's just like, I'm going to check it too. But at the end of the day, when you go in and have Farfanugan coming through, does go in and get Breathe Fire on by Blaze. This is actually why they were taking out the Mei, they were taking out the Jada. They were like, we're planning to go with a Fire Hero, and obviously Ice Heroes do bonus damage to him. That is not actually true, by the way. Do not make that part of your battle strategy. All right, Taco taking a good bit of damage. There's a huge amount of damage that comes through. There is the Brightwing coming in to save Taco. There's a big fight. Johanna standing on the point, but it is actually 3 versus 4 because Greymane has gone back in order to go ahead and get the Shaman camp. And this is going to have to be a retreat coming out of the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Speaking of which, we do go ahead and have Diva being knocked out of her mech up in the top, but Lenard having to fall back. This actually, even though they got half a kill's worth of experience for killing the Diva mech, this is going to be a net experience loss because Diva is still in lane, is still getting experience, whereas Sonya had to hearth away. And then she hearthed away.
Our eternal battle will soon be upon you.
You go ahead and have Taco moving in. Postman Pratt is going back and forth. Meanwhile, Raynor and Brightwing are up here going in and securing this mercenary camp right before this comes in. I feel like this camp was cleared a bit earlier because they're already in the lane, killing off the Shaman camp before the Immortals spawn. Whereas the 36 of Mosh actually going to have to leave lane and deal with this. Meow Meow Cats has the ability to blow her mech. Not going to choose to do so just yet, though. Does look like 30 seconds to Mosh is in lane and blasting out Immortal a little bit faster than ReGen Rebels were able to get into position. Again, the power of that Grey Mane. But here comes, and we do go to have Meow Cats moving in, going to try and make this uncomfortable. Does go ahead and pop that. They are looking for the baby Diva, but there is Brightwing coming in to save Diva's life. We are very, very close. Raynor has just continued to work away at this Immortal, and we do actually have... It does go down. ReGen Rebel does manage to secure the Immortal because of the little bit of a split focus. They looked at Diva. They actually split off damage trying to get Diva instead of just doubling down, trying to get that Immortal. There was really no one but the Diva in the area. It's not like any of them had really fear of dying. So I do feel like that was an opportunity for 36 to Mosh to be able to actually get this, but they chose not to. Bold strategy. God, we'll have to see if that works out for him. We already have the Immortals shields being removed. It is in melee mode, and it's going to go ahead and start taking big old smashy smashes. Going in and taking out this front wall. It's a very, very overwhelmingly unlikely to get any lasting damage on the fort itself. And yeah, it's not even going to get the full wall. It just about got the wall. It got one of the towers, but the other tower stays strong. I do want to point out that Meow was on the verge of death and chose not to blow her mech up here in the top lane in order to save it, in order to be able to do what she just did. So in a certain way, Meow won that objective through great play. Speaking of great play, we do go down. Oh, Johanna barely survives, does end up popping her D and is able to go ahead and stay alive through that. We do go ahead and have ReGen Rebel moving in. Taco being a big old body to block. You might call it body blocking if you were super inventive. There's a nice stun, hits two people. Polymorph comes down, a lot of damage, and they do go and get the Johanna. We are evened up in kills. 1-2-1. We do go to have Lanad down here fighting up Meow Meow Cats. He's hiding in the bushes, looking to be able to come in on this. We do have Sub-Zero going in. It looks like the distraction. They do not want them to know that they're on the lower camp just yet. And it does look like the Sub-Zero will be able to pick this up with no problem because up at the top of the map, we do go and have a full push in. 4 people coming in, trying to get this out of there. Hornstein takes a lot of damage and is going to get stuck in the slowing stance. I'm an old man. I can't move when I'm being slowed, says Deckard Cain. Meanwhile, down below, we do have Diva trying to defend against both. Oh my gosh, Diva? Diva, you okay, hon? The signs point to no. Now, Sonya does pull back in order to come over here and start with the camp. That they are going to actually get a camp. Their opponents will have to wait because their camp is not back up, since they did wait until the last possible second to pick it up. Defensive positions being spawned for the Immortals, both of them trying to move across the map and into one another. All right, it does look like I was just saying, just finish that off. Very, very small amounts of damage being done, and Arresta going ahead and just piling into this. Actually, we did have the blind missing, but there's a big Deckard King coming in. Unstoppable going in, a massive, massive, massive combustion coming through. We do have a kill onto Jimmy Raider as Meow Meow Cats moves up. Level 10 being unlocked for both teams. There's a big old bomb. Farfanugan going to not be able to quite get out of there, but it looks like Taco will be the next to fall. Nope, down to 50%, but not dead. Angels fell first, but he's still here. Meanwhile, Sub-Zero's over here dealing with this. Meow Meow Cats does not have a bomb to blow this time, so it looks like she will be going to be knocked out of the mech. Oh my gosh, at this body block, hello? That was really, really good. I don't know how much of that skill and how much was luck, but regardless, it was amazing.
I must take up a new position.
right, here comes the race, but this is definitely they're not being distracted. There's no diva to go over there and make them look away. So this will be one that 30 Seconds to Mosh wins rather easily. Has about 6,000 shields left on the Immortal.
The light of the crystal arch shines on.
Immortal will be going down below. Super cinematic, you guys. We have everyone else kind of moving on through, getting a lot of damage done. There's another great combustion, goes in and catches Born to Shine and Farfanugan. It's a lot of damage on them, but Taco is having to fall back, is down to half health right now. The Immortal shields are gone, and it is shelling away at this top fort. Meanwhile, there is a battle going up top. It looks like Diva has lost her mech, but I cannot look away right now. This is must-see TV, ladies and gentlemen, and the Immortal does go down. The fort still survives. Oh my goodness, we actually had the offlaners kill one another, but that's actually terrible for 30 Seconds to Mosh, because even though the offlaners are dead, the Shaman camp is still here, and the Shaman camp is just pushing in. It looks like they're actually going to lose their top fort because of this amazing trade-off. I want to see that again. Why can't I go back in live casts? Stay wild and listen, says Deckard Kane. We do go in and have a lot of damage coming through. They are staying on this point, but it looks like Blaze is going to go down. And Aressa not long for this world. Veli Radia and Post and Pratt are going to have to run back. So it looks like they will at least trade out, because with Blaze and Raynor down for the time being, this should almost certainly be the lower fort going down. But hey, I forgot to show it last time. Here's one of those catapults coming across. They spawn every third wave, which means if you don't continuously defend the lane, these catapults will slowly push you in. Meanwhile, once again, we have a Rayman just doing a great job offlaning, sneaking around the map. A lot of damage on the Farfanugan.
We immortals shall return before long, heroes.
So there's a big engagement coming up. They move up to the top of the map in order to defend this. This looks like it's going to be a full engagement. All 5 members. We have 5 figures to a fist for both teams. The fists are about to clash. A big ol' punch into jaw on one of these teams. And this is right before the Immortal phase, so this will be terrible for somebody.
I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Once again, defensive positions coming out for the 2 teams. We are going to have to wait and see what we can see. It does look like they have, right now in 30 Seconds to Mosh, has decided to get their camp. This is a great time. Oh, are they actually going for an invade? It looks like the answer is not in time. There's the unstoppable. Oh, there's a great. Hits like 4 people. Diva mech goes off as no one is able to move, but a slightly bit too late. Taco does go down. Is in there just a little bit too late, too long, too something. We do go and have the Stay While and Listen coming down. Brightwing is going to go down. We do go and have Anaressa trying to back out. There is Meow Meow Cast trying to save Anaressa as they go ahead and make a full retreat at the time being. It looks like it's going to be a very healthy third Immortal. So Brightwing is back out. They can choose to re-engage after halftime. Are they going to try and race this? I do not think they have any real hope of winning. Though, as I say that, Sonya was not actually with them. That may make all the difference. They are going in. Jimmy Raynor is just going ham, just bayonetting the heck out of it. But no, they do not win the race. I was going to be very surprised. I was like, Sonya adds a lot of damage, but not that much. However, Farfanugan does have to pop the D and just gets run over. Diva gets in her car and just rides down the road. Yeah, Cat's going, get out of the way. And you know what? Johanna does get out of the way. Diva just Korean drive by it, just goes right through there.
The wickedness of hell dwindles before me. I shall march for hell's gates.
All right, it looks like, are they going to be able to save this? It looks likely that they will get the Immortal down.
Thus ends my assault on hell. Endless rest
Nice stay a while, catches 3 people. But no attempt to really move into that. Excuse me. Does look like ReGen is going to choose to put a lot of pressure on the top lane. They're going to move up here. Meanwhile, 30 seconds to Mosh is down here at the bottom of the map. Going to go in and try and extend their lead down there. Both teams pushing down lanes where they have priority. Yeah, I'm now going to go ahead and clean this up. He's having to fall back, does not see the other team, and is not 100% sure they're not just waiting in this bush. But they are not. They are lurking around the middle of the map. Now here's the big problem. They are going to move in and try and take each other's forts, but of course this fort is much, much, much weaker. Although that may not end up mattering because, yep, it does look like both of them will just absolutely take the fort down. It won't even be close.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Are we having a base race situation right now? They are both in there. I actually do think the structure damage is probably better for 30 seconds because they do have that Greymane. The Greymane has taken a lot of damage and having to be a little bit more defensive.
Heroes slain. I fight for the glory of the high heavens.
I am confused.
Team has destroyed a fort. Red team has destroyed a fort.
We do have Brightwing that actually went down in that. I'm not 100% sure what happened. But this should be a halftime for 30 seconds to Mosh. They will try and do a little bit of damage to this before it goes, but
Must find another way.
all right, Brightwing is back up. Can teleport in at any time. What will the engage be? What are they going to try to do? Yamakas does have a bomb available, a nuclear frickin' bomb. Now here's the thing, both lanes are getting pretty consistently pushed. They are getting backed up with a lot of catapults coming in. We do have Sonya moving down and Diva moving up. Both teams doing the same thing. This is almost like synchronized swimming at this point. Oh, was that actually, did Greymane just, yeah, Greymane just used Cursed Bullet. So for 30 seconds, they have that ult down. They're going to move back here and go ahead and take that. Chromie does scout it out. There's a lot of damage coming in on JoJo. There is the combustion going ahead and landing, but unfortunately does not catch anyone out of guard. Bordershine? Bordershine walking back into the bomb? Taco is going to be body blocked by Lenard. Lenard is going to cut off their retreat. Yamakas is knocked out of the mech, does not have a bomb this time, but Lenard not going to make it very long. It does look like we have a kill onto Greymane as well, so we actually have an advantage for ReGen Rebel now. Both the Wolf and the Barbarian are down. Those are two of the biggest damage dealers that exist on the side of their opponents. I forgot how to speak for a second. Oh, wow, and Chromie just a big old sandblast to the face. You know what? Both Anakin and Johanna hate the beach because of reasons like that. So they do have to deal with this shaman camp down here, but they have an immortal going down the top lane.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
There are 2 catapults coming with it. All right, would you go down the Immortal just going... Unfortunately, this lane is not prepped at all, but it's falling very, very quickly. This is an 18-minute Immortal. We have level 20 unlocked for the side of ReGen Rebel. They're going to go ahead and start moving in against this very, very, very quickly. There's Taco getting a stun onto the captain. Combustion comes out, but Taco does have to fall back because he is being hit by that. Oh, great, great flanking. Stay a while and listen. And we do have the Wolf coming in looking for Taco. There is a kill onto Blaze, and Aressa being the next target does go in and blast them back, but Sub-Zero wants this kill, and Sub-Zero will have it. There is the Hyperion coming through. Belly is going to go and take a lot of damage, but not going to get out of here. The Immortal is moving on core at this point. Are they actually going to try and move across the map? Linad does at least come back. We do have Meow Meow Cats moving through the bottom lane. And only 5 seconds until Raynor comes back.
Red team's core is under attack. Blue team's
We are down to 61% as this is trying to be cleared. We do go ahead and have Sonya finish that off. It's now Sonya versus Diva. Diva does have her bomb up, down to 40% on the blue core. There's the bomb coming out. Coming through down to 25%. Shield still up on the side of the red core. Here are catapults coming in. I'm going to go in and start shelling. We do go in and have, and there it goes. We'd have game number 2 with ReGen Rebel managing to take the core with Diva coming around to the other side. And I said it, I called it. We were looking for a game number 3 this time. I did not want this series to end, and here we go. Love it. So we do have. Oh, I keep moving to this one. I forget how just like. Isn't this the whole point? It makes me look like a vampire, but I know it's Halloween, but I'm also vain. So back to the first one. So we do go ahead and have in terms of healings. I love healers. Oh my goodness. Born to Shine wins the healing war by 801 healing over the course of the game. In terms of hero damage, we do go ahead and have Linad leading the way with 54,000. Toby coming in second. Postman Pratt showing up and dealing 48,000. Raynor coming in second in terms of the overall damage with 44,000. And in terms of that ever-important experience, we do have Sonya leading the way with 21,000 compared to Diva's 20,000. But very, very, very close. Both games amazing so far. Here we do go ahead and have the talents. Copy them down. Take them into your game. Love them. Have them. Wonderful them, amazing them. These are such good. These are such good. Just yay! I'm sorry. I'm just really happy. Here's the thing. If those of you that don't know, I'm super, super, super good friends with Anaressa and Born. Born is like my best friend in the NGS like staff, and then Anaressa was my captain in Team 1. Car Crash Sounds Forever. So like, I do not have a favorite in this game. I want both teams to win, and I'm just like super happy. But I will see you in game number 3. We'll go and get ready for that and be awesome. Here we are into game number 3. This is the one where all of the marbles will be settled. All of the bets will come to fruition. All of the everything will something. I am so good at my job. We do go down 30 seconds to Mosh and ReGen Rebel. This time we do once again have first pick going over to the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Whenever ReGen Rebel loses, they decide for map pick. Whenever 30 seconds to Mosh wins, they decide for first pick. So we just end up with ReGen Rebel picking the map every single time. Ultrac Pass is going to be the pick this time. Now, what will 30 seconds to Mosh do in order to make sure that, because here's the thing, once again, that game was super close. I don't necessarily think, like, what did they need to do in order to not get rolled, because they didn't get rolled. But what was the thing? What is the chink in their armor? What is the thing they want to take away? Uh-oh. After these messages, we'll be right back. Let's try that one more time. So remember when I said that basically that ReGen Rebel will always want map pick and 30 seconds to Mosh always want first pick? Turns out that's not true. They just set up the lobby wrong, and 30 seconds to Mosh absolutely took map pick whenever they lost. First pick was supposed to have gone over to ReGen Rebel, and as soon as they noticed that, they were like, "Wait a minute, whoopsie!" So we are back. We are banning in the correct order this time. So let's go ahead and see what we can see and do what we can do. All right, the Dibbles is the first one banned out. Kind of similar. We actually did see Dibbles and May banned out initially before to see if that maintains. It's not surprising to see that ReGen keeps the same bans when they just won. Not less reason to go back and reassess them. Also, Mr. Born to Shine, if you want a recommendation, Ninja Sex Party Date Night is hilarious. Makes me super, super fun. As is Welcome to My Parents' House. We do have May again banned, so song on Ice and Fire will not be sung tonight because we just banned both Ice and Fire. It'd be great if we banned out Jaina and Kael'thas just to like make it complete. And then Blaze, and is there a third Ice hero? Not one that's coming to mind. But no, we do get rid of Brightwing. Born to never play Brightwing. So Brightwing going to be banned out. Obviously not going to be taken by Veliravia this time because they know Born will snap that up if she gets the chance. Although, actually that's not true because ReGen Rebel has first pick. Whoopsie. Dahaka is the ban out. They do not want Meow Meow Cats having access to Dahaka on a map this big. They know that will just allow Meow Meow Cats to just go across the entire map, and it'll be a big old problem. It'll be a big problem, man. So we do have Meow Meow Cats going back to Sonya, going back to basics, going back to home. So, brave Lenard, what will you do in order to counteract this sudden aggression from Meow Meow Cats? You cannot go Sonya, you have to pick a new hero. Captain does go for the Jaina, was not banned out this time. And then Fafanugan does go for Johanna. One more time, once again. I still love Farfanugan's name so much, it just makes me happy. Don't judge, only respect. Oh, we have a Junkrat coming up. First time in the series, we have the Junk is loose. Okay, that sounded terrible. And Felly Ravia is going to go for the Old Man Deckard Cane. Oh, Anduin is still up. You're not going to choke out Bournemouth like that? So here's the question. Aspedan is the ban on the side of 30 seconds, but will we see the Anduin banned out? My guess is yes, because obviously you've got your offlaner, a DPS, and a healer, so a healer makes sense. And you know Born's like most comfortable healers are Brightwing, Anduin, and Deckard. No, we have the Stukov. They are intentionally giving her Anduin. That actually makes me super curious. Does that mean we're having a Sonya leap? Is this going to be a super engaged comp where it's just like you can't pull anyone back when we're coming straight to your face? Because that definitely feels like they're basically putting Born into an Anduin corner. And no one puts Born in a corner. We'll have to go and see where that goes. At the end of the day, we'll have to like find out where that actually goes. Tychus, and indeed, there is the Anduin. Born played directly into their hands, or at least directly the way that I knew she'd play. Hopefully it's into their hands. So our last two picks, Anaressa and Taco, are tank and our range damage. Or is Anaressa going a mage? I don't... She obviously has been an entire season. I don't know that she had... Nope, he's going to Sylvanas. And then Taco saves that Blaze. I don't have to update anything. I love being lazy. It's like the best. So our last pick, we still need one more damage. What are you going to do, Lenard? Actually, never mind. You got both damage. What are you going to do? What are you going to run into the Sonya? Is it going to be Leoric? Is it going to be Arthas? It is going to be the Leo. I like Leo into Sonya. It's not necessarily one you win, but it's one that you can win. Oh, guys, I can't spell. All right, so look at the two teams. We do go ahead and have Johanna into Blaze. Blaze a much better engaged tank. Sonya able to follow up. Leo able to hold people in place. So this seems like it's going to be a much better engage on the side of ReGen Rebels, but once you get in there, you'll just get shredded by Tychus, so they'll really have to deal with the backline before the front. Has to be a front to back up. We'll go ahead and get into the game. 1 second, we'll have to see what we can see. All right, and with that, we go and get into game number 3. This is the game for all of the marbles. This is the game where cakes will be eaten and champions made. We do go and have coming out of the side of the Cyan team. 30 seconds to Mosh. They are represented by Born to Shine playing that Anduin, Lenard on the Leoric. The captain is playing Jaina. Sub-Zero is playing the Tychus, and the Johanna being played by Farfanugan. on the other side of the battlefield, coming in on the orange side, coming from the orange gate. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike happening real quick. Looks like we're going to be okay. We do go and have Anaressa playing the Sylvanas, Taco on that Blaze. Postman Platt is playing the Junkrat, Belly Ravia on the Deckard Kane, and Meow Meow Cats on her favorite Sonya. Alright, we do have Leoric down here, going ahead and clearing the lane very quickly. With exceptional quickness, he cleans the lane. Oh, got the spooky touch for only a second. Taco was having to fall back, but that was actually a 4 versus 2. So not super surprised, because already we do go in now. Billy Rega going out there and dropping some potions, being like, guys? Guys? Somebody? Alright, looks like Anaressa is on her way. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we do have Jaina and Born to Shine going ahead and getting this. Sorry, Sephiroth, you gotta be paying attention. Only got 2 minutes after it comes up. Can't let the game get too deep for people still. Oh, Meow Meow Cat's take a lot of damage. Just have to run away from Spooky Hand. And I love this. This is exactly what you want to do. Lindot goes ahead and freezes the lane. Doesn't try and go in and get structure damage. Knows there's very little chance of that actually happening. So just says, yeah, come out. Out here in the middle, we go ahead and have every kind of going back and forth. Meanwhile, Taika's moving up here to deal with Postman Pratt. Alright, Leoric does finish off Sonya in the bottom lane. I left at the wrong part, but now Lindot will definitely start to move forward. Thank you for sharing, Sub-Zero. There's a nice rotation coming down here. Leoric comes in. Not going to really be able to be ganked terribly well, but at least they won't lose experience as they come down here. Sonya moving to the middle lane to make sure everything is picked up and A-okay. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Dax. You mean you didn't want me covering up the talents the entire game?
Keep our cotton camp from being captured and get our soldiers out of the horde.
Spooky Hand is dodged as Taco runs away. Level 6 all. Slight experience advantage coming on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. Captain Born to Shine going to move over to try and get this camp. It looks like Sonya is on her way to this one. Here's everyone else kind of moving on through, getting it done. So with that, we're going to go ahead and have this moving through the middle of the map. Farfanugan moving up to make sure that is happening with their camp. Sub-Zero scaling on by. And Wrestle took a little bit of a beating out there against Leoric. Lindot playing a very, very good off lane. Brave, brave Satako, you swiftly run away. Okay, I like the attention being paid here. They're like, okay, let's go ahead and get through our opponent's camp. That way ours isn't in a position to do a lot of damage. Not much Meow Meow Cats can do all by herself. But here comes the flank coming in from the side. The Radiate goes ahead. Neither team actually able to start their channel. However, the big thing is that we have more attention being paid to Soak. Tygus up here in the top lane trying to get Soak. There is a gank attempt coming from ReGen Rebel, but it doesn't look like Tygus will go ahead and sprint away. However, down here, Farfanugan in the middle of the entire enemy team, there's Taco trying to get Storm to captain, will not be able to do so. Does go ahead and move out. Sub-Zero comes in from the side. Here is Leoric, no Entomb to worry about just yet. Sonya goes ahead and spins, but gets knocked out of it. It looks like Sonya will be the first to fall. Meow Meow Cats does go down. First kill of the game. Actually, second kill of the game. Good lord. Shinboku comes in order to herald in a slaughter as 3 members of ReGen just go down, and it looks like we will go to have a channel happening on the Dwarven camp.
Take some time to open these cages. Guard them in the meantime.
Postman coming in trying to get some extra damage, but there's a full level and a half lead on this side thanks to those kills. So level 10s are online on the side of 36 to Mosh. We do have a Light Bomb, Entomb, Summon Water Elemental, Dragon Laser Drill, and Blessed Shield. Dragon dropped, but no actual commitment. A little surprising. This is not something they can fight. Postman right in the middle of a lot of pain. Slight overcommitment of ults, I think. I don't think you needed all those ults to kill one poor Australian. So that is the thing. All ults are used on the side of 36 Samaj. Needless to say, all ults are not on cooldown on the side of ReGen Rebel, seeing as they're still level 9. Yamia hitting the bottom lane to try and deal with... Actually, it looks like everyone's going down to deal with Leoric. Leoric's a little bit extended out, but Leoric is one of the hardest enemies to actually gain. And yep, will not successfully get Leoric. They are moving over here to go and deal with this. Meanwhile, Tychus is up top. Tychus does a huge amount of damage with this because you do extra damage with every auto attack, and Tychus auto attacks faster than anyone else in the entire game. So just want to shred up here. Meanwhile, here in the middle, the Dwarven Riders are already getting to the wall and already through the wall. All right, there's a big old explosion. Decker does go down. For a second, I thought that was Born, but no, that was last game. Looks like we do have ults up on the side of ReGen Rebel. We did have a Wailing Arrow that we just heard come out, followed up by a Combustion, Riptire, Stay Well, Listen, and Leap.
Is that the best you can do, Frost Wolves? It won't be enough.
So in that, they did actually get the top port down. So there are going to be occasional catapults coming across. And by catapults, I mean these guys. The Reaver minions. All right, it looks like we are trading bosses. We do have the lower boss being taken right now for 30 seconds to Mosh. In response, the top boss is being picked up by Arabia. Well, to be fair, Dex already got his leap, so he doesn't need another. All right, here comes the boss coming to the bottom lane. Unfortunately, the wave is a little bit behind us. The boss is going to run into a lot of just amazing damage. Like, almost the entire wave is just going to focus the boss immediately. Thankfully, the boss will take out half the wave by itself. Meanwhile, it does look like they send Sonya down. The rest of the team is staying up north in order to try and pressure with this. Once again, a very aggressive use of Dragon Laser Drill when the enemy team has no real reason to stay. But they do get the lower camp. So here's the question: how will ReGen try to aggress into this? Because they are on even talent tiers. They need a turnaround fight. Right now, they are down in experience because their opponents just keep getting kills. So they need to do something about that. They are going to go ahead and make use of Anaressa, shut down that building, go in and start just plowing through it. There's a nice stay a while. Sonya goes in and leaps over, but this is a full retreat coming out of... Oh, Belly Rega does get caught by the Entomb. There is the Junkrat. Lyric goes down. There is the counter engage happening very quickly. Unstoppable comes through. The Decker King goes down, but there's a great combustion. Farfanu can take a lot of damage. Is going to go ahead and get burned to death by that blaze. Sub-Zero is going ahead and get spot back. Almost gets saved, but not quite. They are hot on the trail, and Sub-Zero is going to go down. That is a 3 for run. That is the comeback we needed for ReGen Rebel. We do go ahead and have Junkrat moving back in order to deal with this Sapper camp. Lenat is in the area. They go ahead and do some free damage to them. Not wanting to engage too... I'm a bit surprised at how timid this is. It is 3 versus 3. They do still see... Oh, this is a problem. There's Lenat, catches Anaressa. Anaressa going to go ahead and get taken out when it was unable to fall back. Great flank coming out of Lenat. There is the lead coming out of Sonya, gets onto the captain, tries to make sure that nothing too much is done. Junkrat is still not here, and we do go and have a kill onto Sonya. So they won't be able to wait until Sonya, I don't think, but they'll be close. We are up there. Level 16 talent tier is online on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. So if ReGen Rebel is going to try and move in against this, they are trying to go up here and have Postman Pratt go in and pick this up. But he does move back very quickly. They'll go in and get it off of this camp, and then they'll move in with Sonya. Will they have enough time? It will be super close. The answer seems to be no. There is level 16. Yep, they will not get here before this is taken, but they may get here. The enemy is a little bit split. Alright, there is the pull out from Anduin. Born to Shine goes ahead and saves that. There is the Entomb, but there is no follow-up to the Entomb. That's just really more of a zone control Entomb. Alright, here we have top lane seems to be the priority coming out of 30 seconds to Mosh. They're going to go ahead and ride this wave forward. So it does look like they've got majority of ReGen Rebel in the middle lane, and they've sent Sonya down to bottom. They are moving up here, but they do have disadvantage. It is 5 to 4 up here because no one is actually trying to defend against Sonya. There's a nice stay a while and listen that comes through. We do have a lot of damage going there. There's the combustion. Combustion gets us a lot of people. There we go ahead. Lenat is being aggressed upon by the fort. Sub-Zero getting a lot of damage as well. It does look like there is a retreat. No kills just yet, but there is the leap in by the Sonya. Sonya goes ahead and changes my no kill statement to a lie. Dragon Laser Drill is going ahead and hitting into Meow Meow Cat. There goes Tychus. There goes Sleoric. We do have 3 for nothing in favor of ReGen Rebel. A very successful defense. No forts go down. They do go ahead and move up to take the top boss right as it comes off the cooldown. And with a 30 seconds to everyone else, they may go ahead and move to bottom boss, make their opponents pick. You ignore a boss and try and fight us. We are now even levels. We are now even talent tiers. You do not have an advantage anymore. You have enjoyed an advantage the entire game. Or will they just go ahead and give up both bosses? There is no right answer to this equation. Here's Lenat needs to be careful. Here, he's respawning right into the enemy team. Spooky Walk was not quite enough, and Lenat is going to go down right. That is definitely a wrong neighborhood situation. So they are ignoring top boss. They're coming down here. They want to fight. But Lanad dying is going to give them a horrible disadvantage. It is 5 versus 4 when they're trying to go into this. This is a very, very dangerous situation for 30 seconds to Mosh. But they're going in. The light bomb is out. They're trying to get that. They went ahead. Oh, Belly Ravio was in front. That is not where you want your healer to be. However, Sub-Zero was in back, and we do have Tychus being the first one to fall. The boss comes in. The boss gets the stun onto the Johanna. Johanna goes down as well. The Dragon Laser Drill is going ahead and outliving Tychus, but is not going to live too much terribly longer. And once again, it is a 3-4-0 in favor of ReGen Rebel.
Time for some action. Let's free our soldiers and take the fight to the horde.
Also, wait 1 second. I'm just noticing and just remembering, Silver Arrow, you've been in chat this entire time. Didn't you tell me you couldn't cast this game? Did you tell me that like Thursdays didn't work or Wednesdays didn't work for you? I promise I invited him. Does look like they've decided to go ahead and take advantage of Sylvanas' trait. Say we're going to do maximum damage to boss. Now all of their opponents are up right now, so they need to be very, very careful. But they would love to get a fort down. They would love to get a keep down. They've actually gotten a fort down. They've gotten 2 of them down. There is a stay a while and listen. And here comes the Riptire. Comes through, goes ahead and knocks back to Johanna. Here is Lanad does get taken out. There is a combustion coming out, but Blaze also. There is a leap in the backline trying to get on Sub-Zero, but Meow Meow Cat is falling back. Looks like a little bit of an overcommitment for sure. Bye-bye. So that is a 3-for-1, but this time it's 3-for-1 in favor of 30 seconds to Mosh. Lanada is going back. There is a boss on core, but a boss will never beat core as long as 2 forts still remain. But the question is, will 2 forts still remain? Because this is a big wave coming into the top lane right here. Tanea coming in with the best emotes on Twitch. I'm actually really proud of like the just amount of artistic detail in that emote. It's great. If you don't have better TTV, make sure you get it so you can get the enhanced version when you mouse over. It's amazing. It makes me super happy. So we are about 5 seconds away from Junkrat. They are getting ready to move in. Jaina is not here yet. Critically. All right, here is Junkrat riding his pirate ship. It's a ship in a bottle. All right, we do go ahead and have the Horde retaking the camp. Oh, great. Say while Listen comes in, there is a leap on the Sonya. Sonya, you have no health? In case you forgot, here's the Riptire coming through. Riptire goes ahead and hatches 2 of them, maybe 3. I couldn't actually tell if Sub-Zero took the hit, but we do have Leoric takes down Sonya. We do have the Blaze gets taken out as well. It does look like a lot of damage coming out. Lenata having to fall back. But this is definitely almost assuredly going to be a Wolf Rider charge coming across, or another Goat charge coming across. Do you have 30 seconds until everyone is back up? Really what this is that it feels like a little bit, there's a slight bit of miscommunication from ReGen Rebels when they try and engage. Like sometimes the engagement goes great, but sometimes it just kind of feels like, half the team went in and the other half of the team is trying to play defense. All right, entire team of ReGen is back up. There is a light bomb. Does get booped away by the Junkrat, so minimal effect. There is a great buried alive hitting the Junkrat, but Leoric also goes down. A lot of damage. The Jaina cannot move. Well, you know what? The good guys, ReGen Rebels, said, okay, you can't move. We'll just escort you back to the Hall of Storms. Here we go ahead and have everyone going in. There goes the Dwarf Rider coming through, but the top port the top keep goes down. Is going to run in. It's going to be taken out by the core. This is, of course, the only map where Drekthar is the core. Unlike most maps, the core will actually heal over time as long as it's not actively being damaged. So both teams have a win lane set up. So here comes the healer. You see his health bar coming. Boop, 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 boop. That's what healing sounds like. And we do go ahead and have the lower lane being camped out by... Interesting, they abandoned it. They said, you know what? We don't want to do this after all. I kind of disagree with this play. They're going to go to the top lane and go for that boss instead, which that boss will come down the lane they've already got opened up. But here's the problem. Neither team will actually get value out of this because the boss can take, or the core can take one boss as long as 2 of its forts are up. As long as you see these 2 little shields right here, that means the boss takes, I think it's 30 to 40% less damage. And it just is, it's able to just survive these bosses whenever there's 2 of these forts up. So both of them are taking bosses that cannot, even if the other team ignores them, you can't actually win the game off them. Whereas if you had switched it out, at least there'd be a chance you could go ahead and actually take out another fort, another keep, and be able to lower the shields on the boss. I always love that every time it comes up, it's like, prisoners located in 25 seconds. You're pinging them on the map. Obviously, you already located them. Flippin' liar. So, yep, both of them went down to about 25,000 and they just heal right back up. And again, if they had just not come back at all, now obviously if you push with your boss and your opponents don't defend, that's a whole other story. But like obviously that didn't happen, and it would be fools to do so. Here's Taco moving on up. Sonya went up to clear top lane. I'm not sure I agree with that play. Like, you do not want Taco that far forward if Sonya's not anywhere in the same neighborhood. Now we do go ahead and have this camp is actually making forward pressure. Sonya is coming around along with Billy Raven to go ahead and clear that out. Right now, ReGen has to be very, very careful. They don't want to let 30 seconds to Mosh get an engagement on them, and that is exactly what just happened with Taco. Yeah, unfortunately, they were just a little bit spread out, and I was like, this is not a point you want to fight. Right now, you can see people in lane. You're going to have a disadvantage. So they probably just ended up losing one of their keeps. They have 3 people down. I don't think their opponents will be able to win right now, but it's possible. We are 24 minutes into the game. All right, there is the... Oh, and this is the thing. Junkrat does have the fuse that the more people he hits with that, the immediate cooldown he gets. So he just gets to keep doing this over and over again. That's going to make moving into here very, very difficult. Junkrat is silenced, however, and is going to go ahead and get popped off. We are down to only Meow Meow Cats. Lenata is down here. The core is down to 50%, but we do have Sylvanas and Deckard respawning. Blaze is already on the battlefield. The core is down to 2,000 health. I do think this is probably the end of the game, and yes, the game number 3 does end with 30 seconds to Mosh, ending up taking it and the series, moving on to the next bracket of playoffs. So let me go ahead and see if I can get a interview for you fine, wonderful people. All right. While we wait to see if I am joined by anyone, we will go ahead and go over stats right quick. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the healing wars, Born to Shine does beat out Veliravia, doing 82,000 healing compared to 68,000. Oh, and it looks like I've already being joined. Hello, hello.
Hello, I'll let you finish. You're good. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh no, this is filling time until you guys like come in. Absolutely, we want to talk to you. We don't want to go over numbers. They can see numbers on the screen right now.
Please don't go over numbers.
1 second. Oh, Captain, you're insane. Captain just came in and gifted 5 gift subs. Thank you very much.
Captain is very generous.
Captain is extremely
I know. He said that he gifts you subs all the time. I think yeah. You might be our favorite, but don't tell other people.
Well, I certainly appreciate it and deserve it. Nothing wrong with my
No, nothing at all.
But very much congratulations. Good grief, that series.
Oh my god. I told the team that I'm scheduling cardiac appointments for us all in the morning because we were like, our blood pressure's high, our cholesterol's high.
So first of all, but obviously the gimme question to start us off. But how are you guys feeling right now? Do we need to have medical intervention right now?
Honestly, my chest is beaten. I think Bourne said she was sweating already. I know we had to have like after every match, we were like, all right, we need pee breaks now. We need pee breaks now. So maybe. As long as you're footing the ambulance bill, right?
I mean, I'll foot the cardio bill, but you have to get to the hospital yourself.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So going back to game number 1. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
because I will forget if I don't ask right now, but we will go back to game number 1 in a second. There was a really strange call in the game we just saw where you guys all posted up around the southern boss, and then right as the phase ended, you went all the way across the map to the north to take that boss instead.
Well, it was strategery. No, we were like, they're right there. They're gonna come into us, and every single time that they've combustioned into us, things have gone poorly. So we're like, we're just gonna go. We're gonna go north. We're gonna fake them out, and by fake them out, we're just gonna trade bosses.
I mean, it certainly worked. Although I don't think either boss actually did anything. So
Right. It smacked the core and tickled it for a little bit, and then it went on about its business after both teams cleared. Like, all right, whatever.
But okay, going back to the first game. First game, oh my goodness. Because weirdly enough, the first game was the game that was the most one-sided, and it was not sided towards the team that won.
Well, was the first game, that was the one where we play. I was Mal'Ganis, correct? No.
Oh yeah, it was the I
Yeah,
believe
that
you
was
were
Mal'Ganis.
Mal'Ganis. It was the one
Yeah,
on Volskaya.
Oh man, let me tell you, that was we knew the tank chokes were going to be happening, but I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then I know we were trying to take away their Li Ming too, so we're like, after that match, we were like, all right, okay, like we're fine, like we're on some things that we just weren't planning. We had some accidental talent picks there, so like I think one person messed up their 10 and one person messed up their what do you call it, their 13, and then like I was living on a prayer with blind as a bat. Oh,
Well, you're halfway there.
right. I mean, as I said, heart beating constantly the whole entire, like all 3 sets. We were just like, whoo, here it goes. All right.
So yeah, what were you guys thinking? Because you almost wiped on core, and they had your core exposed. So
Yeah. I mean, both times, right? So, like, on this map and the previous map, I know that they pulled they pulled a 30 seconds to Mosh, as they call it, but they backdoored us in the second game. We were like, all right, okay, we should have backed on that one. And this one, we were like, okay, like, we wouldn't say anything on that, but we were like, if we wipe here, this is not good. So I was trying to chase people around to get them blinded by the light. I was like, please have my shields, please take them.
There was a moment on Battlefield of Eternity that I want to kind of ask about. It was on the very first Immortal, where Diva went in and blew her mech, and it felt like there was a bit of an overcommitment to try and get the driver, which ended up costing you the first Immortal.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I made the snap call. I was like, well, let's just kill her. Let's just do it. And then, GIF came in, and I had completely, went straight on kill mode. So GIF and I were like, we're doing it. And then Born's like, hey, objective. We're like, what? And then we just watched the bar on ours go down. Like, oh no, oh crap, they have Raynor. So the bloodthirst hit for real that time.
It definitely happens. It's something I'm struggling with my current team with. Don't tell them I said that.
Secret safe with us.
Hopefully they are not any of the people that are watching right now, even though I totally told them. I'm like, if you want to watch our opponents, I'm casting them tonight.
Wait, you hussy? No, it's fine. Absolutely. Like, this is what it's all about, right? It's having fun, play. Some people, beer league or whatever, but like this is about having fun, being lightly competitive enough. Like, the whole entire match tonight, we were joking back and forth. I mean, we have a great rep with ReGen. Absolutely. Like, it's fun. It's enjoyable. We like it.
Oh no, absolutely. I said it in the chat. This is one of my favorite series to cast, just because I'm relatively good friends with both teams. So I don't think there's anyone that hates me. But hey, my DMs are open if you want to make a fool of yourself.
Oh, I listen. Just give me enough time, and it'll happen.
Anything else on Battlefield? Because I already asked about Volskaya. Not super much. I did notice that every once in a while it would kind of feel like, and I'm sorry if I like point out all of your mistakes, but
please do. It just helps us for Saturday. Please do.
I don't necessarily want to be here and be like, oh yeah, like this one time you totally stomped them, because that feels bad.
It's fine. Remember that time when you got your teeth kicked in? Oh yeah, no, we remember that, absolutely.
But it did seem a couple times, specifically on Battlefield, where you'd have Greymane go and solo the camp on the other end of the map, but then you guys would still push into them despite being outnumbered, and I was like, I don't know about this.
As Bourne likes to call it, we're getting a bit penisy. We have a bad penchant for that sometimes, but we were trying to push them back, and like, oh yeah, oh no, they're pushing us in. They're doing it. That was our whole entire thing there. And plus, it's fun to as Joanna, pull Taco in, because all I do is repeat, I'm sucking, and everyone's like, oh my god.
Speaking of Johanna, so were not able to use her in game number 1.
Right.
You very much like clung to her in games 2 and 3, but it is a bit interesting because she is not always the best engaged tank, and it kind of felt like at times your team really wants to engage. So how do you try and hold them back? Because you're like, this is not the comp for that.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hold them back. They hold me back. If we're being completely honest, we spent all of last year. Far if you're overcommitting. I've dialed that murder rage back a little bit, but yeah, it definitely is hard because they're ready to go, and it's like, all right, I just need 10. So if we can spend 10 minutes playing safe. But same time too, we do have fail safes. It feels like because if I like to call it the Golden Girls comp. We got Jaina, Joanna, and Anduin, right? There's a pool for somebody. So if someone does end up going too deep, we can eat them back. That's about the only thing that saves on that. But
so obviously, I have to ask now, which Golden Girl does each of the 3 of those correspond to?
That's hard. I don't want to misrepresent them. So I'm not going to say anything because Cap and Bourne will not like what I say because they're like, I'm totally a Blanche, or I'm totally, you know what I mean. So I'm not. We're just the Golden Girls, okay?
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, last question I have, because I always ask this:
Hmm?
where does the name 30 Seconds to Mosh come from?
Um, you know, uh, um, we were coming up with team names when we split off and sold some slow mo, and we were like, oh, we were voting on like boys to man to win. It was just a bunch of terms and like, oh, that sounds really cool because 30 seconds to Mars, and like we're our cheeky goal is to get a caster to say 30 seconds to Mars instead of 30 seconds to Mosh. It's happened once. We just did it. I know that much. So we're happy. We did what we accomplished this season.
Fantastic.
we got
I have not sated your hunger.
Not yet, not yet. There's still plenty more time.
But yeah. Actually, I lied. There is one more question I have. So
Absolutely.
now that you have won that, you obviously are moving on to the semifinals, and you're going to be playing the victor between Ice Crown Citadel Knights and Phoenix Rising Sapphire. Is there one of those matchups that you are either dreading or hoping for?
If it goes anything like this week, and we're gonna need blood pressure pills, yeah, any of them. But absolutely, we've fought them all before, and ICC nights, we had a kind of off night. I remember when we played that one. But like we're pretty. Not to sound cocky and confident, but I think we're pretty confident. Like we play on the weekends, we we practice. We're drilling the stuff in our head. It's just our schedules are kind of crappy, to be honest with you. So like I know I get on like literally 10 minutes before the match starts, so I come into the games pretty fresh. GIF is in Ireland, I believe,
Oh
and
wow!
Beavis is in New Zealand. The international team.
So every other team is having to pick like which coast they are, and you guys are like amateurs.
Right? Yeah, just pick a time. We'll be there. No, that's usually our timing is usually our struggle, to be honest with you. But I feel like we're confident going into either of the teams next week.
And then that is all the questions I had for real this time. Let me go and turn it over to you for the shout outs that I'm sure you
Oh yeah,
wanted to give.
no shout outs. Heck, everybody. No. First of all, thanks our coach Scott. He said the discipline stick. Hey, you guys died on this. Hey, you got pointing out all the flaws, but he has helped us tremendously this whole entire season, off season. He recently just got married, so shout out to him. Congratulations again. So he took 2 weeks off, which hurt us, but real life comes first. So appreciate Scott and everything he's done. Shout out to our team. I know we get along really, really well. We jock and jive pretty good. Yeah, shout out to ReGen. I think we've scrimmed them so many times. We scrimmed them so many times. It feels, it's like coming back for a family reunion, like every time. And obviously, shout outs to you for casting us. I think this is what your fourth time casting us. I don't know. It's become commonplace, right?
I don't 100% know either. I do know that actually both you and ReGen are the teams that I try or on my like short list of I try and get them if I can. So it's been as I can.
So perfect setup right now. This one, like, oh yeah, I want this one right here. Absolutely.
I did have to very minorly fight for it, although not really, only because I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I will. ReGen specifically was like we'd like a ReGen caster because they have that whole network. But then specifically they were looking at Arrow, and then Arrow couldn't do it, so I was like, yoink! I yelled at him during the cast actually because I was like, he was in chat, and I'm like, didn't you say you couldn't do tonight? How are you here?
Listen, we appreciate anyone who casts for us, but we do love you. You're kind of like, once again, it's like coming back to a family reunion. It's like, oh, there's Raka, oh, there's ReGen, happy family reunion. So I'm sure we'll see you guys. We're gonna see you in the weekend, and then I'm sure we'll see ReGen again here at some point. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I would not be surprised. What? Congratulations. Good luck for the future, and
Thank you.
don't do anything in the after party that I wouldn't do.
We already talked about shower time, so tickets are coming in.
That does remind me, I did not tell Stream specifically about that conversation, so you may have questions. I just said, hey, you guys
Listen.
all have friends on the teams, ask them. It's not my place to disclose.
Listen, it's yeah. I got in trouble from Cap because obviously that was a team secret. So I guess everybody's invited now, but you gotta pay. We gotta fund this for our cardiac appointments. So
100% makes sense. Although I'm paying for that one. You have to pay for the ambulance ride. Keep our
okay, that's
story
fine. That's fine.
straight.
That's fine. That's fine. That works out. Yeah, this is a business venture, not a shower time.
What? With that, I'll go ahead and leave you to it. Again, congratulations. Incredibly tense series.
Yes. Thank you again for casting. Hope we'll see you this Saturday, and we'll have fun.
Absolutely. And if we don't have fun, I will beat the crap out of my team. Like, this is fun. Stop being so serious.
Right? And beatings will continue till morale improves, obviously.
Every day.
Right. Have a good one, Raka.
You too. And for everyone else, let's go ahead. There is actually a cast by Euronoms or Euronomus. For wait, that is stupid. It's actually by slash actual. I don't know why they're lying to me about the name, but regardless, they are actually casting amateur opponents versus Magnitude. We're going to go over there.